So as some of you may have seen in my last video, this is what I started with. Normally I wouldn't recommend cleaning drums without stripping the hardware first, unless it's just like a normal maintenance and cleaning. But this kit was absolutely disgusting. Covered in mouse poo, pee, one of the thickest layers of dust I've ever seen. I couldn't even touch it without having to wash my hands afterwards. Seeing how these are acrylics, I chose to clean them up without stripping the hardware first. I wouldn't recommend this for wood shells, obviously. I would have liked to have done a full teardown, but as always, time is an issue with me. This took about 8 hours or so to complete, and seeing how I have another kit ripped apart mid-restoration, I just needed to get them cleaned up. A normal restoration can honestly take me months, between my job, family, and always hunting for new stuff. Eventually these will get a full teardown and the chrome polished, unless I decide to sell them first. For the initial cleaning, I just used Dawn dish liquid and a water mixture. I also did half the drum at a time with the lugs facing down so I didn't get any water inside of them. Followed up by a compressed air and thorough towel drying. I also took a few screws out of the bass drum and soaked them in Evaporust. This kit was just too nice to put back together with any rust on it. So this shell has a little bit of adhesive left on it. Looks like it's left over from a sticker. So what I did was I took some tape, I put it on there. I'm going to put it over the badge because they're held on by adhesive and I don't want to take that off. And this way when I pull the tape off, I'm not pulling on the badge. And that'll keep it protected from what I'm going to use to try to remove this adhesive. I usually use I start with WD-40. If that doesn't work, I'll go to Goo Gone. I usually have good results with the WD-40. What I'm going to do is tape a couple pieces of paper towel around this area so what I spray on it doesn't run all over the place. And then I usually let it soak in for a little while before I actually try to remove it. Okay, so that's soaked in for a few minutes. I'm just going to come with this little plastic razor blade. Just gently scrape it. Sometimes you can get some off, then you got to re-soak it. And I think you're going to have to soak that again, but some of it's already come off. Sometimes you get the top layer off, you just got to keep working it, re-soak it, and do some more scraping. And I just keep doing the same process over and over again until it's all soft and I don't have to put a lot of pressure on it to get it off. And that was some crusty adhesive. It's tough to see, but there's something black on here. So what I'm going to try is this Plexus. It's kind of the least abrasive cleaner for acrylics. Seems like it's taking some of it off. This is working. It might just take a few applications. There we are, no more black mark, no more adhesive. So something I noticed while taking these Fibes apart is instead of like Ludwig Vistalites would have an inside relief cut to the outside of the shell, and that would be your edge, these are the opposite. They have a big old chamfer on the outside and no relief cut on the inside. The shells are actually a little undersized too. Before I put them back together, I gave all the shells a wipe down with Plexus and a microfiber cloth. This kit is extremely nice. I found 0 cracks, very little pitting on the hardware. It's like a time capsule. Also, I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right, but I talked to Roger Chouinard, Bobby Chouinard's nephew. He believes his uncle did own this set at one point. Obviously it had to be pre-72, as the person I bought it from gave me his original bill of sale, and that was dated 1972. Roger was a little bummed out he didn't end up getting this set. For whatever reason, I got two different stories, one from the guy I purchased it from and one from Roger. I did give him first option. If I end up selling this, I told him I'd contact him first. So here it is, all cleaned up. What a difference, huh? This set is beautiful. There's some little scratches here and there that I could probably get out with novice if I eventually rip it apart and do a full resto. But you can see that adhesive and that black marker gone. This set's just in beautiful condition. All the chrome is beautiful. It could still use a polish, but it turned out really nice. So on the front, that's a slingland hoop I had in my back room, just a spare, but it actually matches perfectly. The hoop I got with it was completely trashed, not usable. So I just threw some generic claws and T-rods on the batter side for now. I have some vintage Fibes in the mail on their way. So the set will be 100% correct. Even the snare turned out just gorgeous. I still got to tweak the tuning a little bit. He had these tuned up wicked high, and they actually sounded really good. But I got it close, and it sounds really good. It's just a beautiful set. The hoops on the 18 have a little bit of pitting, and there's a little bit of pitting here and there, but overall, they're just beautiful. Zero cracks. I didn't find any cracks in these things. I mean, before, you couldn't even see that set of drumsticks back there. So the heads are a mixture of what came with it and some I had in my reserves. So now they're all at least Remo CS Black Dots over clear ambassadors, where they were kind of mixed before. I just threw a super kick that I had on the batter side. Snare heads are still what came on it. They actually cleaned up pretty well, and they're not super beat. I mean, it could probably use new heads, but that may be for the next owner. The thing about owning a lot of kits is heads can get really expensive. But anyways, I'll pop in a little clip of me playing it and let you hear how it sounds. Thanks. As always, thanks for watching. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, share, all that stuff you guys always do. And if you're new to the channel, welcome.